The Blues are back. The Blues are back. Unbelievable scenes at Marvel Stadium tonight. It's a crazy time to be alive. Carlton, 15 goals, 12, 102, defeating the Sydney Swans, 13 goals, 9, 87. The Blues have solidified themselves in the top four, and tonight's going to be a lot of fun. Welcome to the Round 10 fan cams. Pleasure to have you here. I don't even know what to say. I think we're going to get straight into it. That's just speechless. Absolutely speechless after that. I've got the link in the comments for those of you that want to join. Feel free to come in, say what you need to say, and we're going to get this show on the road. I'm going to start with a very, very special guest all the way from Dubai.
Hey!
Hey, mate.
How are you?
Oh, unbelievable.
So good. So good.
What is happening? How good is this?
I know, it's crazy. I want to talk about after the game, because obviously I'm streaming from Watch AFL.
Yes.
And I leave the channel on for a little bit longer, and you see the guys talking, and I've just noticed such a difference, particularly in the way the players talk after the game when they're being interviewed. Like, I know that doesn't like make that much of a difference to their game, but particularly Jacob Weitering, he started talking after the game, and they were asking him about, I'm probably going to use the wrong terminology here, but they were asking him about how traditionally Carlton would let go of the game after halftime, and we've got that third quarter slump and so on. And he just said, he's like, obviously we get a bit nervous, but he's like, I trust the team and I trust the boys. And just that language is just so good to hear, because when we were watching last year, the year before, the years before that, there was no trust. It was just empty and broken, and you don't see that anymore. So, it's just so good. I'm so happy. Like, there's just a different feeling completely. Even the way they're talking about Vossi, and he's saying, Voss shares stories with us, and he gets us excited. And it's like they've got people around them who have walked the talk and they've done it. So
it's unreal, Steph. It's unreal. Tonight, I was like calm before the game, because I just said no matter what, win or lose, I know that the way that we're going to play in a way that's not going to embarrass us. But that second quarter and just the way we held on, it's crazy. The turnaround has happened, and we're on our way. We're on our way up.
Yeah. I'm going to go on one more thing, because I know there's heaps of people who want to come on. But again, I'm going to talk about Weitering one more time. Like I was saying in family chats and chats with friends, like the way he was stopping Buddy, if he didn't do that in the last quarter, like he's just a game changer. He just in the most important moments, he just changed it for us. So, I just love him. I think he's amazing. Number 23.
Amazing. Number 23, leading us forward. You're watching from Dubai. What time is it in Dubai right now?
It's 5:30 now.
Wow. So what happens from here?
Oh, we just scream off the balcony. Scream out into the heat, into the desert.
It's so good. It's so good. Well, Stephanie, thanks for coming on. Miss you. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Mate.
Oh, fuck it. This is easy, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, how fucking easy is this? Do you know what I mean? We win when we won. Win when we won. Better fucking believe it. We win when we won. I've just got one question. Where's Dow?
Where's Paddy Dow?
Tell you what, firstly, before I start some serious points of agenda, it's Lana Owen's birthday today, so happy birthday to you, and Big Toby's 36 to you. And I want to give a special shout out to Dione. So Dione, when I do my watch along, she's a big part of it. She's supported me through ups and downs like all of you have, but her dad is in palliative care, and she messaged me this morning saying she's promised him the win, and I double promised it. So this one's for you, Dione. I love you very much, and hope your dad enjoys that one.
Well said, mate. Well said.
But how fucking good is this? I mean, when are we going to start believing in these boys? Like, if there's anyone in the chat now going, should have won by 200, do you know what I mean? Should have dated Taylor Swift. I should have a 6-pack and a 12-inch. Fucking get around it. We're fucking back, baby.
There's no way. There's people out there that still don't believe that we've turned it around. Surely not.
Mate, honestly, them boys, you know what? When they're under a bit of shit, they look about as scared as the Poms did in D-Day. Not much. Do you know what I mean? Just march on the way to Munich. How good is it, man? Like, this is football. It's so good, man. Like, Vossi is just killing it. And honestly, that was a tough game. Tough game. But you know what? I was reading the press this morning. Top 4. Oh, Sydney are the favourites to knock Melbourne off. I think, fuck. We're the favourites to knock Melbourne off. Melbourne, Caden McDonald, with your fucking soppy lookalike Logan McDonald today. We're fucking coming for you, mate. We're coming for you. This is our fucking flag.
The group, they've just matured. They're tough. It's just crazy the way that we describe them this year and how much it's all changed. They're tough, they're tenacious, and they stick together. They're there for one another. And I know that the Swans were coming, and they were always going to come. It's a Sydney Football Club. That's what they do. That's the Bloods culture. And just to have the confidence to know that we're going to be able to hold on, mate, this is crazy what's going on right now. This is crazy.
Mate, 2 points of interest, right? Last 2 weeks, all I've heard on Twitter, well, 2 things, actually. Where's Dow? And, oh, my God, finals are doomed. These boys, do you know what I mean? Like, these boys right now could play with you and me in the forward line and still win by fucking 3 goals. And the game plan today against a kick-heavy side, I know I called 21 points. I was wrong. But they executed it perfectly. They opened up the corridor, made them kick to hard targets. They smothered. They did it. They did the job. They played a textbook game versus the Swans. Next week, we've got the Pies. And I mean, you've only got to look at Swoop Luke's content. You know what I mean? Got more chance of me growing a second head and catching monkeypox than us losing to them fucking flogs next week. That is going to be, like, anyone who's like, oh, our percentage is bad, won't be next week when it's at 200.
I had no connection during the game on my phone. I had to hotspot to get internet, so I didn't really check the stats, and I found myself watching the game in a totally different way. Where do I start? I mean, first half, Corey Durden, you know I'm going to go there, but Tom de Koning's fourth quarter was absolutely, well, his whole game was sensational, and I feel bad in singling out one play because they all stood up, but a lot of love for Tom de Koning, I think.
Mate, I've been hard on CDK, and I'll tell you what, nothing makes me prouder when I make a big call about a player and they basically tell me I'm a complete flop. And I am so happy that TDK has proved me wrong. I mean, tell you what, bold pom call keeps going like this, round 20, you'll be like pitting at who? Because that kid is developing his game phenomenally. And you know what? Shout out to Matty Cruiser here, because Murkov's improvement has been a piss take. TDK rolling off the ball, going into that danger zone. He's absolute he is becoming mini Cruiser. TD Cruiser, I've been calling him. Absolutely. Honestly, I don't understand how anyone can't enjoy this. Because I'll tell you what, I've done this with you now, coming up 3 years. And we have seen some shit. Like, you and me have been sat out Marvel, and I've been trying to convince you that fucking Nick Graham's the next fucking Gary Ablett Jr. Like, fuck me. I've told some complete porkies on this channel just clutching at straws. And Uncle Pom says, get the lid, right? Get the lid. Roll it into a little bowl. Fucking toss that fucker miles away. Because this is our fucking chat time now. Our fucking time. I mean, Lockie O'Brien has spent 2 weeks going at 200% disposal efficiency. Are you mad? Is this real?
It's real.
Like, honestly, I think maybe I've recessed and I've gone back and done drugs. And I'm just living in some kind of drug reality. But it's fucking good.
It's crazy, mate. It's crazy. You got Lockie Plowman taking big contested marks in the fourth quarter. You've got everyone just buying in, and everything we've asked for is starting to finally happen. And, the job's not done. It's 8-2, and we've got to win a couple more before we lock in finals and all of that. And then there's September, and we're not there yet, but shit, we are absolutely on the way. And it's just, I'm more excited to see everyone finally unite and get amongst it. The rusted-ons that have taken a little bit of time to have faith, people that have already got faith. Once everyone unites, it's going to be crazy. Tonight was beautiful.
You know what is the scariest thing as well, right? The scariest thing is you haven't seen the best 22. Like, at the moment, you are seeing a Mickey Mouse 22. There's Harry to come back, Marchbank potentially, Cunners people talk about. There's this bloke in the VFL, evidently he goes at 46% as well, called Dow. Never heard of him, but evidently he's pretty good. He can play centre-half back as well. But you haven't actually seen the best team. There's Harry who come back in this. Tell you what, if you're not up about now, I tell you what, you're never going to be. I mean, I don't need Viagra anymore because Charlie Curnow, 5 cheeky goals a year. You know what? Anyone who doubted Charlie Curnow, get in the fucking bin.
Everyone but you.
Honestly, Charlie Curnow is the best football player in the world. Yeah, I hold him above Salah and Mane.
It's unreal. Mate, crack that beer open. Enjoy it. I haven't seen the watch-along. I can only imagine that would have been the time of your life. And,
can I just say that if the umpires watch that, I've got a 6-week ban because some of the shit I say. But I'm going to leave you with a song. Do you know what I mean? We've got Cripper, Walshy, Doherty and Charlie playing in the blue. Carlton through and through. Putting on a show for you. 8-2, baby. Fuck the world. Carlton own Melbourne.
Love it, mate. Love ya. What a start. We've got a few donations. We've got a big donation here from my man, Ugo Koken. Saw Tez before the game. Saw Charlie bag 6. Saw Walsh kill it in the center. Saw Weitering tame Buddy. Bring on the Magpies next week. It was a pleasure to meet you tonight, Ugo, after all this time. Thank you so much for your support. It really is humbling. Cameron with the 20 says that second quarter was our most awesome football quarter this century. Hard to disagree with that. Gox says the lid is officially off. How good was that second quarter? Awe-inspiring. Jesse F's getting in on the action with the $5. Great to get the win and consolidate the top 4 spot, but winning after playing only a half a footy isn't sustainable. Going to buy it soon. Okay, thanks, Jesse. I get it, but listen, the Swans, mate, they were always coming back. It's the Swans. Let's continue. There's a full house here, so I'm going to get through as many people as possible. Feel free to hit the link you go in the waiting room, and we'll go from there. Cal.
Tez.
Mate.
Unreal.
Let me have it. What's going on?
Oh, I could not. Like, my house was going off. Like I say, Dad and my brother. I mean, after halftime, we were sort of going, like, we're real. We are real. No, then the second half, they were creeping back in, but we keep holding these sides off.
Yeah. We're like learning on the job, holding him off. You just see the belief. It's crazy what it can do for a team when they believe. And to be honest, when they all are connected, and that's really been the theme of the preseason and being powerful and connected. And usually we get a little bit antsy because like all these beautiful words come to us, but they're doing it.
It's unreal. I had to look at the numbers today. We were sort of talking about a team performance. No one got below 10 touches. Like that just doesn't happen out the blue. That was a serious team effort. And as you were saying before, Dirds, unbelievable. His pressure is just immense in that forward line.
Yeah, he's something else. He's you could almost excuse him for getting a little bit caught up in the Rising Star and changing his routine because he had to do press conferences, but he seemed to go up another level now that he's sort of started to get some love and some recognition. It's but I'm speechless, mate. I really am. I got nothing to say.
it was ridiculous. You know, we're locked in the fourth, for now. Probably a tough run home, but top four is the expectation now.
What was your expectation at the start of the year, like in terms of wins?
Top 8.
Top 8?
Top 8 and 12 wins, I reckon, is the benchmark, but we're well past that now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've got to maybe not shift the goalpost, but we just got to take it 1 week at a time. Got the Pies next week, and mate, it's a good time to be alive, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Love it. Love your work, man. Thanks for joining.
Cool. Cheers.
What a star. Sayaf.
What's going on, my man?
Brother, talk to me.
How are ya?
I'm great.
Tez?
I'm great.
I'm fucking good, bro.
It's just euphoric, man. It's crazy. It's just like all this time
it's
and
a turnaround,
effort.
man. It's a turnaround, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's so quick, man. Like, going into the season, like, I know you just asked the previous guy where he would have expected us to finish. Mate, I had a 7th or 8th, man. And right now, man, like you said, top four's expectation now. That was an 8-point game, basically.
Yeah, man. Yeah, especially because it was against the Swans. It's
yeah.
Were you there tonight?
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, I got to all the games in Melbourne.
Yep,
that was deafening, mate. Deafening.
The noise was crazy. It was crazy.
It was so. That's what you want, and we expected that going into the game. You know what I mean? And honestly, I couldn't even tell you who my best on ground was, man. That was like a solid team effort. But mine would have to be Weitering, man. He did amazing. He shut him down, bro. He had nothing on him all game.
Yeah.
Nothing
it was a matchup that's hurt us listen, Buddy's hurt us in the past for how long? He's been killing us for years, and he's got the athleticism. Obviously, he's a little bit older now, but he's still very dangerous. And
100%.
Weitering, I just so many of them had their moments or their quarters. I mean, Walsh was good all game. Durden was good in the first half. I mean, TDK
Durden started very strong, very strong. He just set the tone.
Yep.
Set the tone. Fisher made that last goal, just set the house on fire. He missed before that, but less than a minute later, he made up for it and he slotted it through. And that's what you want. If you stuff up something, you go back and you fix it up. That's exactly, and that was the sealer that finished the game for us. Tom the Koning, massive last quarter. No one had a bad game. Even Lockie O'Brien, man, he was one of our best on ground tonight. His pressure was there. Good kicking.
The crazy part is, like, you look at, like, Cripps was a little bit down in the way in the terms of the amount of ball that he won. Not what we've been seeing, but like not a bad game, but just not his best game. I think Chera also probably didn't win as much of the ball as what we've become accustomed to seeing at the 13 touches. I get it. It's not all about possessions, but just the ability to have that happen, the 5-day break, like all of that, like, you know what, the 5-day break, fuck the 5-day break, mate. It doesn't matter. No excuses anymore.
No way. We're a legitimate team, bro. And the thing is, even if, like you said, Cripps has a below average game to his standard, or Chera, it doesn't matter. There's people around them that are going to mop it up. They'll still do what they need to do, but now we're seeing a team effort every week. And I told you 2 weeks ago, it's the turning point. It's only going to get better. Last week it got better, mate. And tonight, bro, we're 2 games clear in the top 4. Hopefully Saints lose. They're playing up in Adelaide, so I reckon they're a big chance to lose. And, bro, we're in the top 4, man.
Mate, it's
top fucking 4. 10 rounds in. And what's even better, bro, we got back-to-back against our 3 biggest rivals. Now, I reckon it's just fun now, mate. It's just going to be fun from here.
Yeah, we've got to get to the stadiums. We've got to pack out the MCG next week and then do it all over again.
My little brother's asking, what do you reckon the crowd will be for the Pies game?
I think it'll be 87,000 next week.
You reckon that big?
Yep.
Fucking oath. Man, that's like, I'm not even worried about any of those 3, bro. Richmond, we've already beaten. Pies, they fucking shit house. Essendon suck. That's 3 wins, bro, back to back. We're taking it. We're going to be 11-2, bro. I'm going to mention this to you after the Richmond game. We'll be 11-2, Terry.
Yeah.
And my little brother speak to you after the Pies game, but doesn't matter, mate. We're going to be 11-2. I know you got a lot of people to talk to, bro. You're in for a long night, but enjoy the win. You deserve it, my man. We all do. Top 4, brother. 9 days, bro. We got 9 days to soak it all in.
100%. Well said, bro. Thanks for jumping on.
No worries, man. You take it easy.
See ya. Rick Neild with a $20 donation. Thank you very much, sir. All right, let's move on. Chris on the train, commitment, love it. Where's the oodle?
Unfortunately, it's at home. I had to leave at home today. But, mate, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive right now. This is amazing.
It's the best time to be alive. That's what it is. It's the best time to be a Carlton supporter.
Mate, I want to give a shout out to Tom de Koning tonight, especially in the fourth quarter. Guys, some big marks, mate. I felt like we were just getting a little bit scared in that third and fourth quarter. Like, we just weren't taking them on as much as we should have.
Yep.
And we got along down line a lot, and he just bailed us out a couple of times. And there was a reason we got that last goal and those last shots, because he was able to take those big marks. So props to him. I'm so proud of him. He played awesome.
No, mate, you're spot on. And you know what? Like, I kind of went into the game thinking, you know what? He might lose the hit-out battle because he's coming up against two ruckmen, but he won the hit-out battle. He won the hit-outs to advantage battle. He kicked a goal. He took strong marks. I think that was his best game of his career, low-key.
Oh, easily his best game. The influence he had on the game. I mean, I think hit-outs are slightly overrated in terms of ruckman. Like, to me, it's more around the ground and at the ball, at the ball, and he's awesome at that. His decision making's got to get a little bit better, but he's going to be a player. He's going to be an awesome player. Yeah, drink that Blue Broad mug.
Get that branding in there, baby.
Oh, mate, I took my fiance today, and she told me she'd never seen anything like it at the ground except for Ed Sheeran concert.
Wow,
that's the closest it's been. I mean, singing in the crowd. I saw Martin Paolo at the race going absolutely bananas. Hopefully that gets on the jumper bunch. But mate, it's just I'm just so privileged. We're all privileged to watch this team.
Yeah, spot on. Very well said. It is a privilege. It's an honor, and obviously we kind of waited for this to happen, and we hope that it's going to last for many years to come. And obviously you've got to get lucky. A lot has to go your way in order to win a flag, and hopefully we're on the way forward towards that, man. And if we end up doing it soon, then it's just a lot of validation for a lot of fans that stuck fat.
Yeah, I think the way we play, I think stands up in finals. It's not perfect, but it's just get the ball forward in dangerous areas. And that's what finals are about. It's not always about being perfectly pretty. Sometimes you got to do it ugly. Tonight was a bit ugly, but who cares? Like, we got the 4 points. We're top 4. Who cares if we didn't win by 100? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter at all. Obviously, we're gonna be better. We're gonna have players coming back, and you're how far away are you from home? You're in the train. I love the commitment.
Mate, I've been stuck at Flinders for the past 10 minutes. That's driving me nuts. Like, we're going to go all the way to Pakenham and then drive all the way to the country to Druin.
Wow.
So about 2 hours from here. But, mate, that's how much I love the club, mate. We'll get down here and we just, you can't miss out on this, mate. I've waited too long to miss out on this. And everyone out there, just enjoy being 8-2 right now. Don't worry about next week. Don't worry about 4 weeks later. Just enjoy right now. We've never had this. 1995. Enjoy right now, mate. Don't worry about next week, years after. Right now, we are a top 4 team, and the other teams are shitting themselves. Absolutely shitting themselves. All right, Terry, I know you're busy, mate. I'll let you go. Love always being on here, and have a good night, mate.
Thank you, mate. Love you too. What a star. Rick Neild has thrown out another $20 donation. Thank you, mate. All right, here we go. Joseph.
How good was that?
Mate, that was perfect. That's what that was.
I've almost lost my voice. I was at the game and, oh, my God, the atmosphere was ridiculous. Unbelievable. Yeah. The most was the JPK hit on Doherty. The place turned into a jungle. It was disgusting. Man. That was disgusting as well. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Karma, but he's done his hammy. But now on to the positives. 8-2. How good? Amazing. How good is Motlop looking?
You know what? It was interesting because obviously he played last week. And obviously not the best conditions. But it was good to get a game under his belt. And he just looked a lot better at it tonight, just
Definitely.
A lot better at it. And he had copped a few hard hits as well. But They don't shirk a contest, these boys. They just keep backing
exactly
in.
right. And he was just everywhere. He was absolutely everywhere. Every time he got the ball, I was screaming out 2 or more. Gamble responsibly. I vacuumed for 2 or more. So if you heard someone screaming out 2 or more every time he got the ball, that was me.
Amazing.
But no, that was fantastic. Last year, though, we lose that by 6 goals.
Yeah.
That game. Easily, by if not more. So it just goes to show how far we've come. And I've been this team's biggest critic over the last few years. But I think it's finally, time we start to believe. Everyone who's not believing can get fucked. Excuse my language. But it's finally time to start believing, I think.
Yeah, it's just time to stop looking at what's not there and start looking at what is there. Because if you get caught up in like Paddy Dow's not playing or we didn't know the injuries report, what are we talking about? Just worry about the results, mate. It's 8 and 2.
Right.
You
Tell
know
me about it. Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Charlie with a massive first half, taking the reins from the Kraken, Mackay.
yes.
Make sure to get just quickly. Make sure you get Michael Maloney on this because I know he's having a few bevs and he hosted the president's function. So he'll be a loose unit. Make sure you get him in.
I've sent him the link. I don't know if he's going to see it, but
I hope he does. I know he's had a few, so we want to see that.
I'll see what I can do. Love it.
All righty.
Joseph,
Thank you,
love your work, mate. Thank you.
Have a good night.
See ya. Robbie with the $15. Thank you, sir. You wanted Paolo. You're going to get Paolo. Paolo.
Oh, bro,
Mate.
I don't know. Bro, I don't know where to begin. Oh my God. I'm speechless, mate. I did not expect that. I got emotional after the game. Like I'm usually not like this, but it just hit me, man. I know it's still in the season, but like, mate, I've been going to the footy with Mars and Michael and my little cousin for over a decade, man. Like, we pay up every year, and we've been through so much shit as a club and as a fan base, and for it to finally probably be real is just it's just nice.
I feel you, bro.
I don't know what to say, man. Like, and there was a comment on the review, and I thought we would lose a close one this week, but then I was flipping and flopping, and I thought, fuck, I go, surely not. Okay, but the 5-day break just kept jigging me, and we had a beer pre-game, and I just couldn't get that out of my head. But I did preface it by saying that if we were going to win, the only way we could win is if we blitzed them early and then held on, which we did. And there's a guy who commented on the review. His name's Adam T. He's got 1 subscriber on YouTube, and he said, because I predicted the Swans would win a close one, but we'd actually still make top 4. He told me to hand my membership in and jog on. So to Adam. Don't care.
Don't care. No, mate.
Don't care, mate. You've got an anonymous profile. You've got 1 subscriber. You haven't got a photo to your profile. You want to come at me? I've been doing this stuff for over 3 years. I've been a paid-up member for nearly 20 years. I've been through the absolute crap of this club, and you want to have a dip at me over one little minor prediction? And I said we would still make the top 4 even if we lost tonight, and I said we were still a chance of winning tonight if we played the way we did in that first half and held on. So Adam, mate, go stuff yourself, mate, to tell me to bloody you don't need fans like me, mate. Go watch my work. Go watch my work. When everybody jumped off the ship last week, I was the one who said we were fucking morals. I was the one who said we would win, mate. So you can go stuff yourself.
Adam and the trolls, mate. I say bring him on. The more trolls, the better. Come and get it.
So
because the reality is none of them would do any of this in person. But listen, let's go back to the game. And I want to go pre-game because you made a good point pre-game about our life and our experience in that, we oftentimes we've seen a build up to like a big game, and then we get to the big game and there's just that little letdown spot. And I was always confident that 2 things. 1, the noise would be a factor. We would be a factor in the crowd. And then 2, that win or lose, we weren't going to be ashamed to be supporters, and we weren't going to be embarrassed to be supporters. And mate, you're right. What they did in that second quarter, especially, was lethal. They're getting like the patches of good. Yeah, you can focus on like losing the lead and all that, but the patches of good are getting better. And they're getting more scary. It's crazy what this team can do.
It was, I like, mate, like I was, it was me, Michael Maloney, Mars, and his little brother Michael as well. And like I made that second quarter at halftime. I stood there in disbelief. I didn't know what to say. I go, where the hell's this come from? It had been brewing along, and I mean the sentiment between like Voss and the coaches is that it's going to get better as we go along, and. Man, like how good was Charlie in that first half? Like I know he had some maybe that was soft free kicks, but geez, he's a match winner, isn't he? Like God, I want to. There's one man, and I think he typifies what our club has been about this year. It's been when blokes are down, you've got to step up and play a role and do it. And Tom de Koning in that last quarter, I mean, he was just phenomenal, mate. Like some of the to jump and clunk with one grab late in the last quarter when there's three or four blokes in a contested situation, like he was enormous, mate. And like, you know, he's had to step up, and you always say it, and we always say, sink or swim, son. You know, like the pit net went down and he had to step up into the role, and like, Jesus, like Weitering had huge moments. Like he was just phenomenal.
Lockie Plowman with the contested mark, even though he turned it over in that moment. Yeah, it happened. But
you know what was good, and I know Durden had a moment in the last term where he turned it over. But you know what? What I liked about it is that even when they were still coming, we were still trying. We were still trying to move the ball quickly, and we were trying to play on the front foot, which is what was good. And you know, I think the big thing for me was that when Sydney came in that third term, we just put that little 2-goal bridge that we sort of kick back with. And, you know, and Pommy and I have always said it too. If you start off fast and you go hard early and you hit the scoreboard, you leave yourself margin for error. You're not chasing the game anymore. And that's what we've done with our season too. And look, and Cripper and Chera were down a little bit too. But that back 6 or 7, they were enormous. Jesus.
Well, the system, whatever, it's just so evident to see. Obviously, we're not on the inside. We only know so much, but we watch it so closely as supporters. We watch replays and footage. They're so connected to each other.
Yeah.
They just know where the next person's gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm really shocked at how quickly they've been able to connect.
This has been arguably the most, I know not just because it's Carlton, but it is. I'm going to put some things up on Twitter and during the show, the jumper punch and all that, of some statistical improvement that we've had throughout the first sort of 10 to 11 rounds. This improvement is unheard of, Terry. It's unheard of what these coaches have been able to do, and it starts from the top, mate. Look at the 3 blokes we've got leading every line, mate. Come on, mate. Like Cook, Sayers, Voss. But, mate, come on. Seriously. And I want a big shout out to Adrian Deha and Mark Deha, the 2 brothers. They're in London. And I can categorically tell you that half of London now know that Carlton is up and about at the moment. They are up and about, mate. And he said, he goes, this bloke Sayers, this was before anyone really mentioned, he goes, mate, this bloke, he's a doer. He goes, you don't get to places that he's got to as a CEO of PwC and all that without being a winner and without stepping on toes. So it all starts from there. It starts from the top and filters its way down. And little Zachy Fisher, mate, Jesus, hasn't he come of age?
I know.
Goodness gracious me.
And he's becoming a real game breaker, like a game winner. Like he's damaging.
Yeah, I think the one word that I used on the jumper punch on Tuesday was, I think, impact. You know, and he's one of those type of players that he bit off that kick beautifully to Kennedy. I think it was was it the third term or I think it was the second term when we put the foot down and he just opened up the play, and it was faultless, really, from a results point of view and an application point of view. And mate, I said on the show, I said, if we win this game, I go, we are a premiership chance. And I can categorically say that we are a premiership chance now at 8-2.
Crazy, man. It's crazy.
Well, it's not, but it's not because we're there.
Yeah.
This Terry, this was last week. I wasn't fearful because I knew that like GWS were down and out. Coach is going. Like we know we're playing up and about, and we had a chip on our shoulder, and we had to prove something too. And this week was the test. 5-day break. Young team, mate. Young team. And this is the saying, and this is what irked me for so many years. Is that, we're young, we can't win. Bullcrap. Absolute hogwash, that is. It's absolute hogwash. So, look, soak it in. The crowd was amazing tonight. Oh, mate, seriously, Carlton members and supporters, like, mate, dip your lids. 81,000. We broke the record again. There's no supporter base in the land like it. And we get Collingwood next week, and let's end their season.
Mate, spot on. The hottest ticket in town is a Carlton game at the moment. So I'll see you next Saturday at the MCG, bro.
You will see me. And if you see me, I'll be at the game on Sunday, the reserves game, taking it all in. I'll probably be a bit dusty after a big Saturday night, but I'll be there with bells and whistles, my friend.
Love it, man. Can't wait to see you and Jumper Punch on Tuesday, and just grateful for you.
And keep up the good work as well, my friend. Enjoy.
Thanks, brother. Got a very special guest who hasn't been on the fan cams for a while. You might know him. He's on the Jumper Punch. It's Mars, and I'm going to get him in. It's been a very long time. Reto Mars.
Sydney are now sleeping. How about that, baby? Fucking come on. Fucking come on. Finally. A game where it means something, a big team, and we fucking smashed them tonight. Let me wait up. I gotta get the other Schleper in. Hey, Schleper! Nah, fucking hell, man. That was seriously, fuck. That's the best game I've been to. I'm not even joking. Seriously,
yeah, man.
It was awesome. It was that second quarter scintillating.
It's starting to really unpack, isn't it?
We're genuine. We're a genuine team.
I said,
this is the game. I earmarked it, and I just thought if you can beat Sydney here after, the 5-day backup, and, people want to say, Paul likes to go on about, we're a bit tired, and, but, we're cherry ripe, mate. Round 10, see what we got. Bit of adversity with, all the injuries and all that, but fuck. Tom the Koning. Is that his breakout game or what?
Yeah, that's the best game I've seen him play. That mark in the fourth, where he's on the lead, the way he strung at the football, I'm like, oh my God, he just grew up in front of our eyes.
Mate, we were sitting on the member side, and he took a mark in front of us, and I just looked at Paul, and I'm just like, what just happened? And then he did it again, and he did it again, and he smashed Hickey and Laddams all night. Smashed them. I thought he'd get mauled, and mate, he proved me wrong. And I'll eat the humble pie. He was second. He was unreal. Walsh, I don't have to say anything about him anymore. He was just awesome. Durden, first half, unreal. Reto Durden. My only qualms with him were, not the start. He's still young, but he wasn't impacting the scoreboard as much as I thought he could. But fucking hell, man, he was. Even always Fisher, all Australian. I'm telling you, he's all Australian this year.
Wow.
Yeah. Half forward flanker. Mate, he's kicked some really big goals this year, and he's come on leaps and bounds.
He has.
Mate, who else? I mean, you had Chera and Cripps were down tonight, but it doesn't matter. We got Hewitt now. He can come in and do his role. Kennedy was awesome in the clinches. Even Cottrell, man.
The game seems to have slowed down for him. He seems to really I said the game seems to have finally started to slow down for him. He's just a little bit more composed.
Correct. Yeah, I definitely agree. He's still got those little moments in him, but that's Cottrell. He's not a superstar player. We're going to get just a gut run and far out. I mean, even, mate, I love this. He's probably my favourite player. Outside of Walsh and that, but the Austrian sausage.
Oh, Yakov.
Jacob Weitering. I would go tonight to his house and just give him a nice rub down and just put him to bed nicely and say, Jacob, bravo. Next week, you got Brody Mychek. Time to glove him too. He destroyed Buddy Franklin. I don't care what anyone says. And he's done it week on week on week, and he doesn't get enough praise. He just doesn't. Silvani, again, we know Silvani. I'm fucking happy. I saw Joe before the start of the game, and I was like, oh, man, no, I'm not sure. And I thought, who knows? I thought it'd be a close game, and I just like, fuck, who knows? And then that second quarter when they came out, even the first quarter, I thought we were great.
The thing is,
I thought we should have been maybe 2 goals further than what we were, but mate. And then the third quarter, we're holding. They come at us like 2-3 times, and we repelled the danger. And I was just like, fuck it. I can't believe. I genuinely can't believe it.
I've never seen you like this in my life.
No, I'll drink the Kool-Aid. I'll drink the fucking Kool-Aid, mate. Wait up. Where's the fucking Kool-Aid, mate? Red Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid. I don't condone any drinking on shows, but we'll have a little bit of a Cafe Patron.
Yes.
Oh, that fucking tastes beautiful, Chicha.
Unbelievable.
No, I think the love for Carlton, like I've always loved Carlton, but far out, the love is back, like genuinely. So good on the Blues, good on the fans tonight. All 45,000 gorillas inside the stadium. The hostile atmosphere and that dog Kennedy, mate. The whole Bay Rare, my God, everyone got up and we dosed him.
It was so good.
Yeah, fuck. And I saw Soccer come from 45 deep. You would have loved that. You would have loved that. You would have been yourself over that, mate.
Yeah.
I love it. That's good. It's good, mate. Get there next week. Seriously, you got to consolidate on this win this week, next week now.
Absolutely.
I know people are saying, we got Essendon and Richmond and all that, but just 1 week at a time. Get the wins, keep banking them together, and we'll keep moving.
Yep.
So next week, Collingwood get to the ground, 80K strong. Mate, everyone that came up to us tonight, awesome. Thank you for coming up to us. I mean, I'm not a people's person, but fucking we love you all, seriously. So enjoy tonight. You enjoy tonight, sir. Make sure what do you got in that cup there?
Just water, mate. I'm not drinking alcohol on the fan cams until we win the flag. No Kool-Aid till the flag is ours.
Fuck, that's a bit different. All right, fair enough.
Someone's got to commit.
Has Joe been on yet?
Not yet. I'm hoping to get him on later.
All right. I'll be tuning in anyway. Everyone enjoy. Watch the Jumper Punch on Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Hopefully we'll all be good. Our voices are a bit croaky, but we'll be good. So you enjoy the night, bro. Go the fucking Blues, seriously. Go the Blues.
What a star. What a star. We might just round out the trio. We've got Rocco. Been a while. Hey. Rocco with his denim jacket on. Look at him, mate.
Wow. What a night, mate. What a night, mate. This is unbelievable, mate. This is I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. I'll tell you, you want to hear about my night?
I'd love to.
All right. So I'm going to the footy. I get a call by someone, one of my mates, and he goes, "You want to come into the box? I've got a spare set." I thought this is perfect because my son was working. I was going to try to sneak in to go and sit with Mars and all that. I said, perfect. Get up there. Sitting behind the box. It's like I'm like the king now, mate. I'm sitting there like a king, mate. Like I'm sitting there with the box, taking some photos. It's all beautiful. Who walks in? I was going to save this for the Jumper Bunch, but I'm going to say it now. Who walks in, right? Ed Curnow, right?
Wow.
McGovern, Parks.
McLovin. Wow.
Who else was there? Boyd. I think there was another one I didn't recognise him. I was too embarrassed to ask, but so I'm sitting there next. I'm telling you, we were on the table. I'm sitting next to Ed Curnow, and we're talking about his brother kicking goals in the first half. It was surreal.
Wow,
it was fucking surreal tonight, man. And then just sitting there and watching that game, even in the third quarter. I don't know. I was calm because I keep thinking to myself, they're gonna come.
Yep.
All we got to do is hold them, mate. Come on, let's kick a couple of goals, man. And then I'm watching every moment, you know what I mean? I'm watching, like, you know, there was a punch, there was a smother, there was Plowman, you know, Doc gets knocked out, the fight, you know, and you know, Sard runs off, and there was some mistakes, but they made it back, you know, and there was that one punch, you know, like, it was just enjoy the moments, guys. Just enjoy the moments, man. It's not going to go your way the whole game, right? But we did what we had to do, and then when Fisher kicks that goal at the end, I've never seen, like, excitement. Like, it was, I didn't care we only kicked 3 goals for the half. All I cared about was we got that goal. You know, it was a surreal night tonight. I had such a time of my life. Yeah, it was good, man.
Mate, that's as good as it. That's as good as you can explain it. That's, you know, like you said, like you've obviously seen some really good times, and now you're starting to watch us turn the corner here, and you're starting to watch the younger people, even just me. Like, you're starting to see us finally experience something positive and like a turning point. And I really do feel like tonight, or last week and this week, I don't think there's too many left that aren't going to be getting on board now. I think everyone is just really locked in now.
No, you have to, man. They're really they've moved next level, mate. You know what? It's the confidence.
Yeah.
It's the confidence of the side. You can see it. They're moving the ball. They're moving the ball. The way they're moving, the way they're trusting each other. You know, and there was there's a dozen times in that second half where they fucked it up, right? They stuffed it up. But it doesn't matter, because they kept trying to do what they do, you know, and they're going to stuff it up. But the last thing you want them to do is, like, resort back to where they were before. Just keep doing what you're doing, mate. And you know, you're going to get it wrong. You're going to get it wrong, you know, but make it up. Do the Wayne Harms in 79. Like, when he tapped the ball in, he said he had to do something because the kick was that bad. He had to make it up, you know. And it was the same with them, you know, like tonight. You know, that you have to make it up, mate. Like, even that Plowman, when he
running off.
when he took off down the middle, I thought, look at this. And then he got caught. But he doesn't, mate. He took it on. Didn't he put it on his shoulder and took it on? Like, it was amazing, mate. Like, even he's transformed a little bit, you know. And
he's a new guy. He's a new man. Something's happened over the last fortnight, and he's a new player.
You know what I think it is with him? I think it's like last year and that he was like a main defender. Like, he had this big job to do, you know. Now he's not that anymore, and he just can concentrate on doing those 1%ers. Punch the ball, mark it when you have to, you know, run, tackle. That's all he's got to do. And he was like the perfect fit tonight, wasn't he? We needed him tonight, you know. He was the perfect fit, you know. And Weitering, like, that bloke is a gunman. And when I was standing, like, I was right behind, like, the goals there, and there's Franklin and Weitz. Weitz is a big bloke, huh? But Franklin is huge next to him. You've got to see him next to each other. Like, he looks tiny, you know, but he got his fist in, you know. He took some marks, you know, like, no, we're in a good position, man. We've set ourselves up really, really good, man. We're really set up ourselves good, man. We're really playing a good system. It's all about the system now, man. Everyone's doing their job, you know what I mean? And you can just see, like, that first half, they were like beasts, mate, weren't they? They were just, Sydney did not have a second to get rid of that ball, you know. It was amazing, man. So I'm enjoying this, man.
Yeah, I'm on cloud 9, man. I'm just soaking it all up. I'm numb. I'm euphoric. It's all like, as in, like, when you think about it, we've won 8 games. We just matched our whole tally from last year in 10 rounds. And just like that, 10 rounds have come and gone. And because we've enjoyed it so much, like, all of us, that's it. There's 10 rounds that are gone. And 100%. It's just flying by. And I'm trying my best at all times to just stay in the moment, because it's all
in the moment, man. Enjoy. Excuse me. enjoy this, man. Trust me, everyone enjoy, because you don't know what's around the corner, right? Enjoy this. Enjoy the moments, man. Even during the game. Don't worry about like winning by 50 points, when we've got to do this, we've got to do that. Enjoy like Curno's first half, for crying out loud, man. He was a beast.
Yeah, man.
You know, enjoy that second quarter. 9 goals. When have you seen that?
I know.
When in that, and then enjoy like the last quarter, just those moments, you know, like I'm telling you, enjoy it. We're in a good space. And you know another thing, I'm telling you, other teams now, they're thinking now.
Yeah.
They're no more coming up to Carlton. They're not saying, oh, we're playing Carlton. They're saying, shit, we're playing Carlton. There's a different mentality now, you know. And now this is where Voss comes into it. You know, now Voss, with this winning mentality, he's got them going. Now they look at him and they're going, right, triple premiership captain. What's next, you know? And they're going to listen to him, you know, like big things are happening, man. I'm telling you. I don't know what's going to happen at the end of the year, but all I know is that, mate, we're going to give it a fucking rocking and rolling, mate, this year.
Exactly right. And we're going to bring the noise, and that's what we'll do. Rock.
And the other thing quickly is McKay goes out. Were you really that worried?
I'll tell you what, there's some people out there that said we'd be 0-5. 0-5 without Harry. 0-5, our support.
I'm telling you, it's system. It's system. Anyway, listen, have a good one. Now, listen, this week, join in. I'm telling you now, this is the biggest show ever, right? You already know Gabriel Rossi is going to be on the couch, right? All right. Now, we've got 2 of the biggest interviews coming up. 36. Who could it possibly be? I'll let you guess. Record holder of the number. Let's just guess. And then can I just say something? Who was in the middle today to toss the coin?
Cripps.
No, there was an Indigenous player, past player on there.
Oh, Sid Jackson.
Oh, wouldn't it be amazing if we had an interview with him?
Oh, wow.
All right, that's all I'm going to say, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. All right, so I want everyone to join in. This is going to be huge. So everyone, Sid, I can see the comments. Sid, imagine having him on. Oh, my God, that would be like unbelievable. Anyway, let's just leave it at that.
Rock, love you, mate. Enjoy.
All right. Enjoy, guys.
What a star. What a star. Ari.
Can you come with me in 2 minutes? 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes. I can do that. All right. Let's go to where's young Zach Borg?
Hey Terry, how are you?
Hey Zach, I'm good. How are you?
What a time to be alive.
I know, right?
It's so good because the first half was just amazing. It was just so great to see us move the ball. Like, I was gonna say one thing, like we don't even have our best team in yet, and look at us. Like, this is amazing. Like, I'm just so happy to be a Carlton supporter right now. And there was this one moment in the game where the most proud moment for me was just Sam Doherty going back with the mark and getting hit. Yeah, it was so good. Anything you want to say, Terry, about what?
Mate, I just wanted to listen to what you have to say, to be honest. I got you. You came on last week, asked you how good it was. It just the good times keep rolling. And I think Rocco said it really well just then, like, you know, for you. And, you know, I've seen a little bit more than you in terms of good times, not much. But I just hope that, you know, supporters like you and your age get to really, you know, you got memories now. You got really serious memories that you're going to have moving forward. And, you know, hopefully we can continue on into finals, and then you get more memories, and then you build off that. And before you know it, mate, you're 31 like me, and then your kids will eventually be supporters, and, you know, life just comes and goes. So I just love seeing I love seeing us all just get amongst it, get around the club, get around each other. Mate, it's a special time.
I just want to say a few things.
Yes.
How good was Jacob Weitering on Buddy Franklin?
Sensational.
I think his big body to to get on a more experienced player than him, and to keep him a bit silent tonight was amazing. To get a fist in the contest and defend where he needed to was good. And another player, Tom de Koning, he's incredible. He is incredible. I know a lot of Carlton boys were going hard on him and doubting him, but he's an absolute. He's a great tonight. He was up against 2 rucks, and I think he actually won the battle. That's what stand out for me. Those marks was amazing, and just to hear the crowd go nuts and sing their song at the end was so good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You enjoy yourself tonight and watch the replay tomorrow and watch the replay again on Sunday, and we'll do it all over again next week.
Come on, the Blues!
So good. All right, the Dark Prince.
Me. Hello, I'm here.
Hello, how are you, Mark?
Every team in the AFL will fall.
You're on mute, bro. There you are.
Hey, hello?
I got you.
What?
This is,
oh, you
this
got?
is
Oh,
great.
oh,
This is so
sorry.
good.
Did you actually hear me just then or no?
No, you were on mute.
Really? But can you actually hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Every team will fall and pray to the Carlton vein. 8-2 for the first time since those glory days of 95. Terry, 20 years in the making of a game like this on a Friday night, seeing 44,000 people, caged animals, seething on the bloods of the Swans. That second quarter was probably the best quarter we've ever played in the last decade. That second quarter alone was ruthless, unhinged, uncensored, simply irresistible, like you could never, ever imagine. No team, even your Melbournes or Brisbanes, would have managed that. We know that we have these patches, and then we have other patches that still needs work. But what a time to be alive, really. I mean, everyone's just summed up saying the same thing already. Charlie Curnow, Corey Durden, Sam Walsh, George Hewitt, Matt Cottrell even tonight, Jacob Weitering, Matt Kennedy. How could I forget about him? Every time you always see an HBO ball in the air, you're just going to back him that he's going to take the grab.
Yeah.
The synergy of this group is something else to what it was 12 months ago. And you know this for a fact. I told you we needed serious winners from top to bottom. And I just hope there is more to come when the time arises.
I think they're growing into winners. I think that's what we're seeing there. All the challenges along the way, along the season, we've played 36 players of the list, second most in the AFL to West Coast. If we say that 12 months ago, we're talking about a team that's probably 3-5 or whatever the case may be. But yeah, it's amazing what can happen when, we all cried out for change. We demanded it. That's the truth. We came on week after week, upset, angry, pissed off. We'd had enough. The changes were made. We didn't know what the changes would be until we saw some of this season. We've seen 10 games, mate. Club's turned around. And, I have faith. And listen, at the end of the day, I get it. All this doubt that can creep in because we've had bad times and PTSD. But it's not David Teague coaching this club anymore. It's not Brendan Bolton coaching this club anymore. It's Michael fucking Voss that coaches this group,
Absolutely. Look, the young people that I had behind me when they were telling me that, oh, we're fucked because Sydney was coming, I'm just sitting there thinking, hell no. Hell no. I had to put my arm out to these young boys and girls that were behind me. And I told them, with a helping hand of God itself. Have faith, have belief. This is not the team from the last few years. Once we obviously began this big rebuild from the first lot of draftees with Charlie Kerner, Harry Mackay, Jack Silvani, David Cunningham, and Jacob Weitering, it is a different side altogether. The belief from top to bottom is second to none. And it's only going to get, it's just going to get scaringly better, really. I mean, I can't even put so much words to it, Terry. I mean, how's this for a fact? First time we've won 4 games in a row since 2016, from being 0-4 to 4-4.
Okay.
4 weeks in a row we've kicked the ton. We haven't even yes, yep. 4 weeks in a row we've kicked the ton. North Melbourne with 114, Adelaide 116, GWS 105, and tonight 102. And how's this? Yeah, Bulldogs, Hawthorn, Port Adelaide, and Sydney. What did all those games have in common? Big first halves and big drop-offs. And again, we still pulled through. So it's crazy good to think that we're winning all these games and we've still got so much to learn. Well, you guarantee finals now, and now top 4 is the next expectation. And if we were to do that, I've got something for you all. When was the last time Carlton finished in the top 4?
95, 96.
The millennium, 2000, when we were the second best side, unfortunately only made a prelim that year. And I'll give you another fact. If we were, well, only a matter of time that we do beat Collingwood and slit their throats next week to make it 5 in a row, when was the last time Carlton winning 5 games in a row? I'm not going to answer that. I know it, but I'm going to give that to all you people. Maybe you can throw in a prize to someone that gets that answer, because we want to educate all supporters that from those young ones that haven't seen anything until now, keep embracing this vision, because this is just going to be a fantastic ride to come.
No, spot on. Well said, mate. Well said. I look forward to seeing you up and about next week, and thanks for joining.
You know, I've been on every week. I think I'm the only one left, and I'll keep representing all Carlton people. Pies are next. You're dead, Pies.
I mean, am I going to follow that? You're really putting me on to follow that?
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I'll go less murder on my fan game. More
okay.
About the game. Is that right?
Okay. You do you, Ari.
Yeah. Fuck. That happened, didn't it? That happened.
We are bona fide in this competition. That's what's up.
Oh, mate. It still hasn't come to me yet. No, it hasn't really sunk in yet. Last week I said I kind of wanted to just step back from this game a little bit and just like absorb everything.
Yep.
I got sucked in. I got sucked in when we're kicking 9 goals in a quarter. I couldn't help but just lose my head. It's a complete blur. It's a complete blur. It's almost.
Quarter, it was such a long quarter, and I went outside Marvel at halftime, and I almost felt like I was leaving the ground because the game was over. And I can't wait to watch the replay of that, because you're right. I actually don't remember much of the second quarter right now in this moment. I know what happened. We kicked 9. I know Charlie kicked a couple, but I just don't remember it. It was just constant influx of like dopamine. It was crazy.
Yeah. It's like when you're out and there's just the lights are flashing, you're 15 beers deep and you just don't know what's going on. That was tonight. There was no moment of rest. It was a go, goals. And I mean, I did text you after the game when is Zach Fisher abroad starting. So, I mean, I think the fan base is owed one, to be honest.
I don't need to boast about Zach Fisher, I'll just let Zach Fisher do all the talking, mate, because he has absolutely turned it around, and he's gotten stronger, he's gotten tougher, and he's always had the skill, and now the body started to touch wood match up. I was sitting right behind the bench, and I haven't really sat in such a spot before, and you could see them coming off, and there were moments where he was pushing himself in a way that I've never seen him do it before. Like, it was kind of like Sam Walsh. Like, he was pushing himself to pure exhaustion. His work rate was fucking phenomenal tonight.
They're just lifting.
Man.
A lot of times when players develop, it kind of, maybe it's over an off season or they have an injury and they come back and then they develop. These players are going through that process game by game, and we're seeing it. People like we're talking about, like Lockie Plowman and like Zach Fisher, people say, "Oh, look at the improvement to what they were last year. Look at the improvement to what they were a month ago."
Mm-hmm.
There is clear daylight with how well they're performing from 4 or 5 weeks ago till now, and I mean, I'm kind of just speechless about it, to be honest. It's fucking hell. 8-2, 8-2.
I'd 8 to be Collingwood next week.
Hey,
I could say it. I could say it.
Hey. Oh, Swoop Luke, mate. If he's watching, get a better Twitter game, mate. It's fucking terrible.
Mate,
Terrible.
Swoop Luke. Swoop Luke.
Swoop who? Who's that?
Swoop Luke, please.
Come
It's all about Carlton right now. It's just, it's just great. It's just great to see it all. Great to see everyone get amongst it. This is really what it's all about. That's why this right now is why we support. It's for moments like this. That's what it is. So,
I did something kind of, I don't know why I did it, but I went through and watched the fan cams and the reviews of last year.
Yeah,
so
you should.
The North one, the Giants one, the Suns, which one? The Geelong one. And I kind of felt myself getting sucked back into that reality of like, because that's all I've been used to. That's all I've been used to. He's just shit. He's utter rubbish, right? And then I stopped. I put my laptop away. I switched on the TV and I saw Charlie Curno's face on Fox Sports, and I was like, oh wait, we're actually on the cusp, on the precipice of being one of the better sides in the comp. Yeah. And tonight, I mean, people have said that we haven't beaten anyone. Well, I mean, I'm not sure Sydney are no one, right?
Yeah. Well, first of all, fuck people.
Well, everyone's saying, oh, they haven't beaten the team above them. There's only 3 teams above us, mate. We literally haven't played one above. Oh, we played Freo. But
mate, fuck everyone. Fuck everyone who's talking about anything other than us being a good team. Fuck everyone. Straight up.
Mate. But imagine how well we would have played if Paddy Dow was playing centre half-back.
It's another conversation.
Mate, anyway, I'm saying, if anyone's coming out of this game with any criticisms or disappointed, we should have won by 15 goals, why didn't Cripper have 56 and kick 12? Mate, stick it up your bum, seriously. Just shut up. Just shut the fuck up.
I love
because as if this is one of the best wins I've ever seen. We thought last week was good. This is one of the best wins I've ever seen. Ever seen.
Monumental win.
I'm not being hyperbolic there. One of the best wins I've ever seen. And people are coming at us with, oh, no, still not convinced. Fuck off. Seriously. With all due respect.
Stay off Twitter. Stay off wherever else you're seeing this. And, focus on this, mate. Focus on the group in here. Focus on this community. Everyone's getting around it. But you and I
the best moment of the game was when Adam Saad looped up a hospital kick to Sam Doherty. He got absolutely pulverized. And there was about 15 of our blokes absolutely laying into him. I think it was Josh Kennedy. I thought, because it wasn't a fair hit. I actually haven't seen it back. I don't know if it was a fair hit, if he's going to get suspended or whatever. But even to just go in and remonstrate, because last year that wouldn't have happened, I don't think. And it's once again, it just shows how much we've developed as people. Not even as players, just as people. We're actually sticking up for each other now. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Spot on. Ari, I've got to move along. There is a full room of people that I still got to get to, but I'll chat to you over the weekend. We're going to film the rest. It's going to be a great episode, and I look forward to it.
Yes, can't wait. Same, mate.
See you, brother. Jordan.
Tez, mate. How are we?
Fancam's debut. Look at this guy.
How are we?
We are great. How are you?
Oh, mate, the sleeping giant has arisen, eh? We're back, mate. We're back.
It's here. The mighty Carlton Football Club has finally emerged from the slumper.
Yeah. I'll be the first to admit, up until this week, I probably wasn't 100% on board.
Mm-hmm.
And this game for me, like, I haven't looked forward to a game like this in years, probably since about 2013, like the elimination fight, like the finals then. I haven't looked forward to a game like this. I was just like the whole week, like, can it be Friday night already? I was like, win or loss, I'm just ready to either be disappointed or like the lid is off. And mate, it is off. Like I'm just lost for words. Every time I say to myself, we're good, I'm just in absolute disbelief. Like, oh my God. Like that second quarter, mate, that was crazy. I think we kicked 6 goals in 6 minutes to start the quarter. Like, there are no teams in the comp that can do that. That is just like scary good. Like,
spot on. The firepower, and we don't even have the full complement yet. But
yeah,
it doesn't matter. The thing is, we it's funny. We actually do have the full complement because the complement is the system, and the people that perform the roles are just playing. They're performing their roles.
Oh, it's insane. Like all these B and C graders, like Young, Plowman, Cottrell, O'Brien, Koning, like they're all looking like bloody superstars. Can we talk about bloody Mosquito Fleet, mate? Mate, fuck that Richmond 2017 Mosquito Fleet. This is, mate, these 4 are the real deal. We were up against Tom Papley tonight, mate. He's the least of our Warriors. We don't need him. And we've still got, I think we've still got Honey, Martin, Cunningham. Like, how the fuck are we going to fit all these smalls in? Like, we've been looking for small forwards for years, and it's just like now it's like the least of our concerns, and it's just crazy.
It's good. It's good, mate. It's good to see you up and about. It's good to see everyone up and about. Hope you enjoy the replay, and mate, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, mate. Go Blues.
Right. See you, mate. Jack De Gabriele.
Hey, Terry. How are you?
How are you, mate?
Good, mate. There was a great win after a 5-day break. We had 12 players who were under the age of 23.
Wow. Which
showed the progress that they are doing. The coaches, they are developing the players, and we have the game plan for finals.
It's amazing. We've won 8 games, the same amount of wins as the entire 2021. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it is. I think that our small forwards did a lot of pressure today. Charles stood up, which we needed him, and Sylvanian and TTK, the ruckman, who pushed forward as well to give us some height in the forward line.
Yep.
And his 4th quarter was amazing, so we can come more forward.
Spot on. We're building. We're in the top 4. We've got to keep going. We have a bye. We have Collingwood next week, massive game. Then we have a bye, and then we have a very big run to finish the year. So I look forward to seeing what we can do.
Yeah, mate. We've got some tough matches coming up. We've got Collingwood, which always give us a good match. Then we've got Essendon, two rivals. So it would be fascinating if we can beat these teams, so we can get that top 4.
Yeah, mate. I look forward to riding the bumps. What time is it in Malta?
It's nearly 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Amazing.
So
amazing.
It's been a good day.
Thank you so much for tuning in and calling in, my man.
Thanks, mate. See ya.
See ya. Cameron.
Terry, what a game.
What a night. What a time to be alive.
So good.
And we get to enjoy it for the weekend rather than playing on a fucking Sunday.
I know. And the new fixtures came out. Not many Sunday games in those. So happy days.
Yeah.
I've been sitting and listening to the fan cams, and I guess obviously the win's good. And all I can think about is we've seen, the Tigers win flags, we've seen the Dogs win flags, we've seen the D's win flags, and now we're up in that echelon now. Like, it's, as you said, if you're going to focus on your Dow's not playing or injuries or 5-day breaks, like, it's here. This is it.
If you spend 1 second worrying about why Paddy Dow's not playing and not on whoever is on the park, you're just going to miss out. It's just a second that's wasted.
And like the last 10 years or whatever of the league has shown that it comes around. Like, before teams make finals and they lose and they get in, but it happens quickly. Like, the D's they made a prelim in 2018 and they lost to the Eagles over there. And then 2 years later, they're up there again. They had a down year in the middle. The Tigers were kind of middle pack, and then all of a sudden, 2017, they're bang.
Yeah.
And,
how are you
and
feeling overall?
Sorry,
I was going to say, how are you feeling moving forward now? Like, what's going on?
I've been up and about all week. Like, Friday night game, big game. I'm down in Tassie, so couldn't get there. Anyone that'll listen knows that the Blues were, we were 7-2, we're 8-2, and it's win this game, and then you're on to Collingwood, you're on to Essendon, you're on to Richmond, St Kilda. The season rolls on. I booked my flights last night. I'm back in Melbourne, Carlton, Essendon, 2 weeks' time, Friday night.
Amazing.
We're going to ruin their 150th anniversary.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the next. I just can't wait for next week.
Yeah,
I actually can't wait for tomorrow to come home from the gym and watch the replay. That's what I can't wait for.
Yeah, I think, and I watching the game. There's like we've talked about TDK, 4 marks last quarter. He's played 30 games. People were expecting him to be Max Gawn or Todd Goldstein from round 1 this year. It was never going to happen. Pito goes down. He's taken, he's been beaten. Tonight he won the contest. He won it in the second quarter with a goal from the boundary. Like, you'll see it. I don't know if you could see it at the ground, that angle. That was equivalent to Jack Newnes in the pocket of the stadium. Wow. Like, the depth, the distance, and it was middled. Impressive, and he's 30 games. Like, what's he going to be when he's 50 games, 60 games? It's sort of he's a sky's the limit kind of player, unlike some of the other players we had. Charlie could be anything. Walsh is everything. Weiters is, he dominates that area of the ground. TDK is one of those guys that can do anything and will probably at times do it all. It's just he's not there yet.
Yeah. Time will come. I look forward to, following the journey of him and finally just the rest of us and what's going to happen. So, yeah, it's a good time, mate. I appreciate you coming on.
All right. So I think finally, if I hear anyone this week saying how the Swans won 3 out of 4 quarters, like they can just jump. They can get in the bin. They won one by 1 point. They won the last quarter by 2 points. We won a quarter by 6 goals. Like,
correct. Damage was done.
Exactly.
Good on you, mate. Thank you.
On the Blues.
Peter V. Blue Bagger. Can the Blues do what Melbourne Victory are doing? About to play in a grand final if they win tomorrow. I think they're on the cusp if the guys can keep the system no matter what. Thank you very much, Peter. Appreciate it. Okay, we've got a full house again. We're going to have to stream through these because I'm starting to really, really wind down. Jad.
Mate.
Drink it.
Mate, I'm just let me pause this. I think my soul is changing, brother.
Just everyone's happy, got a smile on their face, mate. Just positivity.
I just want to try and make this more of a holistic fan cam. I just feel like all those times I've been coming to fan cam for since you started it pretty much, and all those times I was upset, angry, shattered, just begging for more, wanting more, just show us more. Get out of this rebuild shit. Let's do it. Let's just show us more. And I got emotional today in the car, man. Like, just not crying, but just a little bit like really taken aback because it's finally happened. We finally just broken that ceiling. We're not that rebuilding side anymore. We're finally like a team to be feared. We've entered pretty much our contending window now. I just can't believe we're here. There were so many times when it looked like it was failing, and I was never going to get there, and we got this wrong, we got that wrong. It's just unbelievable that it's finally here. It just feels surreal, man. It just feels surreal.
Yeah, opposition supporters and people that have watched footy for decades before you and me have made the comment like, keep sticking fat because it's going to turn, and just don't worry when it turns, it's going to be the best. And I definitely lost faith last year. There's no doubt. I lost faith in I genuinely started fearing that we had muffed it and it was just a mess. And I wasn't sure what was going on or if we'd ever turn it around because I'd just not seen them do it for so long. And yeah, the turning point is here. And whatever happens from here, I'm not sure. But, premierships are hard to win. No one's guaranteed a premiership. There have been some great teams that have played in this league that did not win a premiership. So we're going to put ourselves in the best position, hopefully, and, ride this thing all the way and just get right behind them. It's just great.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm just so on board with it. And like, it was weird today at the end of the third quarter, I was getting a bit tight. And it was just it's not the same anger that I've had in the past. It's just like, okay, if Sydney get on top of us, they're a good team as well. We'll bounce back in another game. It's just different, and don't know how to handle it, mate. We haven't been like this since 2011 when we finished fifth.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
Even then, it wasn't like this. Even then, it wasn't like this. Like the footy we're seeing, it's just unbelievable at times.
We're a better team.
That's it. Look, I wanted to keep it short for you, but just loving the journey. Let's go. Let's fucking go. And remember the phone call we had early in the week? I said Richmond 2017, and why the fuck not? Why can't it be us? Let them not take us seriously. Let's look at this flog here, saying, free kicks. Let them, mate. Let them. They'll believe. They will not believe until it's smacking them dead in the face, and there's nothing they can do about it. So bring it on, I say. Who gives a shit?
It's all about us and about nobody else. So
that's it. That's it.
Good on you,
brother. Have a good one, mate.
You too, mate. John.
Terry, how you going, mate?
Mate, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. To kind of quote the jumper punch, Marke cazzo. What the fuck's going on, mate? I just kind of want to tell you kind of younger guys that, this is what it's like to be a blue bagger, mate. This is the joy that this team will bring you, mate. And it's not just the leaders. It's not the Crips. It's not the Walshy. It's the Cottrell, the TDK, the Fisher, the Durden. Even Owies. People, saying, Owies has got to be dropped. Man, in the last 2 weeks, he's had the opportunity to kick, 8-10 goals? He's getting the ball. It's just, getting the confidence and the ability to, just get that kick away. He's got himself into the position. He's there. He's got the ball. All right. He might be spraying a few, or it might get smothered, or it's happening, and he's there. And just that pressure that he's putting on. And another thing with him, mate, the guy's fucking knee-high to a grasshopper, and we're putting the ball on top of his head against guys that are fucking a foot taller than him. Mate, hit him on the leg, mate. Straight on the tip, and he'll get it, mate.
No,
why can't we win the premiership? Mate, this is up to us. If we want to win it, it's ours to take. Mate, I don't think there's any team in the competition that could have matched us in that second quarter.
Yeah,
mate,
it was frightening.
Man, I've been following this team, basically since the day I was born for freaking 52 years, mate, and I haven't seen shit like that. Mate, 95, mate, they would be struggling to fucking match a team like we were tonight in the second quarter, mate.
It's scary to think what we keep pushing, because we've had patches like this. I think Richmond, we had a good quarter. I think the Doggies, we had a good quarter. The Hawthorn game, the Port Adelaide game. But every time we keep doing it, it gets better and better and scarier and scarier.
Definitely. And this is without Harry, and without, so many, like, there's probably about 5 or 6, even 7 players that we could put into the team to make the team better.
Yep.
Correct. We have not found our best team yet. And I reckon there are teams out there, and even, you can hear it in the commentator's voice. They're scared. They're scared of what Carlton can do.
Absolutely.
And, mate, well, you guys like a bold prediction. My prediction is that Carlton hit 20 premierships by the end of 2030.
I'm down for that. I'll tell you what, I'm down for whatever that brings into my life.
Oh, mate. And, man, this is what it's like to follow the Blue Baggers and be able to walk around in the week with your chest pumped out and saying we're going to win next week and we're going to smash those pies. And say it with confidence, mate.
Are you going to be there next week?
Sorry, mate?
Are you going to be there next week?
Mate, I'm devastated. I'm so envious of you guys in Melbourne. Man, I'm over here in Perth. Man, I would love to be there to see all this, but come on September, mate, and I'll come over.
Love it. John, thanks for joining, mate.
Too easy, buddy. Thanks for having us.
See ya. Mitch Shepherd with the $15 says, I love this talk about my man Fish. Loves this game style we are playing, and it's crazy how he's still getting better each week. Well said, mate. All right. Johnny, you're there. We've just spoken to you. Let's move on. Toby.
Hey, Tez, how are you, Matt?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Very happy because it's my birthday today, because it's now 1 a.m. or 1:01. So happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me, if I can say it. I'm very happy that the boys got up for us last night, but tonight, and Matt, 8-2, just bring. Now, Terry, can I just ask you a quick favor? Do I have to be on Facebook to join these calls?
You can be on Facebook or on YouTube.
Okay, because I tried to get in earlier and it logged me out, and then I tried to come back in.
It could be your browser. It could be your browser.
Might be. It might be. So
let's talk about the game, because I'm running out of energy.
I thought Fisher was brilliant tonight. I thought Doherty was brilliant tonight again. But Tez, you know me, Matt. I'll say everybody was brilliant, because we are playing like a team, and we've been waiting for this. We have been waiting so long, and Matt, I'm just so happy with the way we're playing this year. Just brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant. And this is what we want. Mate, as I've said to you before, we are coming. We are coming, and teams should smell navy blue is coming. And we are going to tell you about it. And if you get in our way, look at it. We're coming for you, and we're going to sniff you down. And Collingwood next week, shake in your boots.
Love it. Toby, happy birthday, mate. Have a great one.
Thank you, Matt. Cheers. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, mate. Webby.
Brother, how are we?
We are good.
Corey fucking Durden, my man. Your boy.
Corey
how
fucking
good?
Durden.
How good?
Special team. We've got special group of players that are currently running around at the moment. It's a special club.
Do you believe we can go all the way, or are you
Fucking oath. Fuck yeah. Of course we can.
Let's do it.
Of course we
Let's
can,
do it.
mate. The thing is,
Let's do
like, we're trying to get people on board just to believe that we're good.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have to try and get people on board that maybe we can win a flag. That's going to be an interesting one. Look, we're eight wins in. You know, there's still a lot to play out. A lot. You know, anything can happen. I'm not talking about a flag just yet. Let's just play final first. Let's just get these boys into finals and see what happens after that.
Another one of your boys, Little Fish.
Yeah.
We love him.
We do.
Love him.
He's a good sort. There, I think Fish is an example of like exactly what this team is this year compared to last year and the year before. And I actually think people have forgotten that he has been injured a lot, and that's interrupted him, and it's not allowed him to get continuity. And he's not a player at this point in his career that can afford to miss 10 weeks and come back. And I don't think anyone can really miss 10 weeks in a season and come back and dominate. So, you know, he's healthy and he's getting continuity and he's getting better and he's getting more confident.
What's his best position, in your opinion?
I mean, I think he's a winger personally, but I don't mind him. I don't mind him doing what he's doing right now because he's hitting the scoreboard. If he's hitting the scoreboard, he's providing a threat there. Then, you know, this might be it.
Yeah, mate. All right, I'll fucking let you go with 5. It's 1 o'clock. So
love your work. Thanks, Webby.
Wrap it up, mate. See you, bud.
See you, mate. Liam.
Cheers.
What's going on?
Very little, mate. How you going?
Great. A bit tired, but like I'm running on adrenaline.
I bet you would be. Now, I've got a very important question.
Okay.
What's in the mug? Gin? Vodka?
Just water.
Just water. Disappointed. Very disappointed.
Just water, mate. Just water.
On the hard stuff.
On the hard stuff, just being a good boy, you know?
That's the way. I love it.
If we play finals football and we win a premiership, I promise to pop champagne.
Mate, if I'm down in Melbourne at the time, and which I will be, I'll shout the champagne.
What are we going to do after we win the flag? Like, do I come home into the studio? We do fan cake? Like, what do we do? I don't know.
No. As I was saying to Pom earlier in a private chat, and I said, are you doing fan camps today? He said, yeah, every week. And I said, not during finals, surely. Like, you deserve to go to the finals yourself, surely. And he didn't respond, the mean prick. But dead set, like, if we make the grand final, win, lose, or draw, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a fucking night.
I think so. To be honest, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than here after a game. That's the truth.
And Pom says the same thing when, like, he'd rather do fan camps than go to a live. And I'm just like, mate, I mean, like, I live in northern New South Wales, so I don't get to go to many live games as it is. But I'd much rather go to a live game than, like, yeah, I get it. Like, he's got a thrill having a couple of hundred people watching the game along with him. But, mate, I tell you, if I could get to a live game, I'd be there in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
If it's not going to cost me a couple of $100 round trip.
Of course. What did you make of the group, and what do you make of where we're going,
mate? Second quarter, absolutely fucking brilliant. First quarter arm wrestle, always going to happen. Sydney, good side. Second quarter, absolutely just blew them apart. Third and fourth, just grinding towards a win. And where we're going, look, I didn't expect to be top 4 this year, but with how the games have been going and where we're at right now, if we don't make top 6, I'll be pretty disappointed. So surely Collingwood next week, we do them. We got the bye, and then I think it's Essendon and then Richmond.
Yep.
Surely we do both of them as well. So look, we're 8-2. So we win the next 3. That's 11-2, mate. 11 wins. That'll go close to being top 8. So
Yeah.
home final to start off with. Win,
I
lose,
love
draw that one.
10 rounds in, we're talking about home finals. It's so good. We are
Fucking oath we
absolutely
are.
Carlton supporters.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Mate, why shouldn't we be, though? Why shouldn't we be?
It's time to get excited. You're not wrong.
Mate, I don't know what Kool-Aid is, but the lid's off.
Love to see it. Liam, love your work, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Sorry I couldn't jump in a fucking pool this week, bro.
It's all right, mate. I don't think anything is going to top that. What a star. Will.
Hi, Terry.
Hey, mate. What's happening?
First time.
Welcome.
Thank you. I know it's really late, so I'll try to keep it a bit quick.
Yeah, that's okay.
I just want to talk about a few things that I thought have been very different from like this year to the last few years.
Yep.
First of all, we had a million built-in excuses. No Harry, no Pitnet, and we still found a way. In other years, we would have rolled over. In that third quarter, when they were pressuring us, it would have been over. Every other year, we would have lost that game. But we found a way.
Spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on. It really has been the theme of this year. Answering the challenge, accepting the challenge. There have been so many reasons why we should lose games this year, and we've just been able to find a way, and it's a testament to the group.
Yeah. I also thought we always won the big moments. Like when we needed something to happen, it always happened. Like TDK's big marks, Cripper's big tackle that led to the goal in the last quarter. Whenever we needed something to steady us, it happened.
Yeah.
In the last few years, even when Buddy kicked that goal, I was like, oh no, here it goes. It's going to be bad here. And then we found a way to rally back. We got the momentum back in our own terms. And even when they were pushing really hard, our defense was able to keep on them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, there's just, someone brought it up before, Cripps didn't have a dominant game or a 3 Brownlow vote game is what we've been seeing from him this year. Chera was a bit down on what we've seen this year, still tackled well and all of that. We're no longer relying on individuals to win games. We have individual brilliance across the park, but it's a real team effort, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I thought I'd probably give a little bit controversial maybe, but I'd give the 3 votes to Weitering. He saved us lots there in the end.
That's not controversial at all. I think I'm going to do the same. I thought he was outstanding.
Especially when you're one-on-one with Buddy, that's not someone you want to be one-on-one with.
No,
and he dominated him.
Yeah.
Kept him quiet.
He did. He sure did.
I thought it was really impressive.
Yeah. No, mate. Well said. Very well said. Thanks for coming on, and I hope you enjoyed.
Thanks. Go Blues.
See you, mate. Go Blues. Nathan with the $3 says, we're back, baby. Been a long 2 decades. Ain't that the truth, brother? Ain't that the damn truth? We've got one more, and then we're going to wrap it up. His name's Rocket. Rocket. Hello.
G'day, mate. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, mate. How are you?
Can you hear me, buddy?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. I watched your... What's that, mate?
I think there's a serious delay between my voice and yours.
Mate. Why don't you come back to me? I'll try again.
I think we might leave it there. Ladies and gents, it's time to go to bed. However, thanks so much for tuning in. I can't that an hour and a half. That was special. That's just come and gone, just like that. And just another reminder to stop blinking, stop looking for a negative, stop looking for what's wrong, and start watching what's right. Because what we've got going on now is super special. It's really cool to be here, watching the turning point and watching people start to believe. I'm just super grateful to be able to do this and watch this. There's a lot going on in this world, and we get to watch a football team play the game that we love and win games and turn it around. And it's not the most important thing happening in the world, but it means so much to a lot of people. So for that, it's just it's just lifelong memories that we'll look back on for the rest of our lives. And it's just so cool. So 8-2 in the top 4, Collingwood next week. Enjoy your weekend. The review and the play ratings that'll be out over the weekend. I'm going to take some time to watch the replay before I get them out. But love you all. Have a great one. And as always, go the Mighty Blues.